Update 40 and the Endless Archive will be bringing us a new specialty merchant whose inventory rotates weekly. Stick around, we're going to take a look at his inventory and I will be speculating about what you can expect to see on him each week. Hello my fellow Tamrielites, welcome to the channel or welcome back. I would like to introduce you to the watchling merchant Filer Uhl.
I hope you don't have your mind set on any one thing. The archive doesn't provide a steady supply of anything, apart from books.
He only accepts payment in archival fortunes, which is a currency that drops as loot in the archive, and his inventory will be reason enough to run it. As I'm filming this, 2 weeks of his stock has been on the PTS, so let's take a look at both weeks and see what we can expect him to regularly stock. During week 1, Filer Uhl offered a container holding 1 random treasure map from Hrothgar for 2,000 archival fortunes, a Maw of the Infernal shoulder style page for 15,000, a random piece of Purple Companion light armor for 5,000, an erroneous archive map for 7,000. This is a fragment for a collectible, and I'll be talking about that a bit later. Uhl also has 2 gold leads for antiquities, both for 5,000, the Chimera hair brush from Galen, and the pad saw shark teeth from Blackwood. Uhl also has 2 furnishing books for 2,000 each, and they are readable. During this first week, Uhl was also selling mummified Alfiq parts for 7,000 each. These are collectible fragments from an Elsewhere public dungeon. And lastly, for 4,000, we have the Serpent Guard Rider Clue, which upgrades a Tales of Tribute card in the Sea King deck. So that was week 1. Now let's take a look at week 2, side by side with week 1, though it bothers me more than I can say that they don't line up. It's okay though, I can do this. So we've got 2 more books as furnishings, again at 2,000 each. I'll be doing a complete rewards video for Update 40 and the Endless Archive once the patching is done on the PTS, but there are 65 new book furnishings being added, and I'm suspecting that we'll see a lot of those from Filer Uhl. I also noticed that for both weeks, 1 book concerns a Delani Peninsula subject and the other an Apocrypha subject. I'm guessing that that will remain true. We also have another container with a random bound treasure map from a particular zone. I can't say for sure at this point if the zone is random among all available each week, or if 1 week it will be a base game zone alternating with a DLC zone the next. Uhl is again carrying an Undaunted style page for 15k, and this one is the Earthgore Mask. I'm guessing we'll see 1 of these each week, alternating between a shoulder and a helm piece. For 5,000k, we've got a random piece of Purple Companion gear, this time a weapon. So I'm guessing the weeks will rotate between all 3 armor types, weapons, and I certainly hope purple jewelry. Maybe after 2+ years I will finally have some Purple Companion jewelry. Next up is an Inscribed Shard. This is a collectible fragment from the Labyrinthian public dungeon in Western Skyrim. They are used to create the stone husk target dummies. This mirrors the Alfiq fragment, so it's likely we'll see 1 public dungeon collectible fragment each week. Since the Endless Archive will be available in the base game, that's great news for people who don't own all the chapters. Then for 5,000 each, we again have 2 gold leads, and I am pretty darn tickled about this development, I gotta say. And then there's the Malographic Ichor for 15,000 each. This corresponds to the Erroneous Archive map in week 1. Both are collectible fragments for new rewards available from the archive. As I'm filming this, I can't say for certain if this is the only way to get these fragments or not. I personally have not seen them drop when I've run the archive, but that doesn't mean that they don't. They could be rare or they could only drop from certain levels. But it looks like Uhl will be carrying 1 type each week. Let's hop over and take a quick look at those achievements. The first, Ichor Most Malevolent, requires 50 of the Malographic Ichors available in the week 2 list, and that will get you the Malographic Mount. You'll get a Malographic Skeever pet for collecting 25 of the disgusting spell fragments, completing the achievement Scheming Skeevers. Because who wouldn't want to do that? Then we have 2 achievements, Peer into the Mirror Maze and Walk into the Mirror Maze, that will reward you, respectively, a face and body marking for collecting 20 each of the Unreliable Archive maps and Erroneous Archive maps, again, respectively. That second one, the Erroneous Archive map needed for the body marking, was on sale in Uhl's stock the first week of the PTS, so I'm guessing these fragments will rotate every 4 weeks in that slot in his inventory. I can't get too deep into the weeds with any particular items in the stock for this video, but I will be showing the mount, pet, and markings in my upcoming rewards video. And now the last item in week 2, which is the clue for the Wispart Totem Tales of Tribute card. so it looks like there will be a clue upgrade each week. I'm hoping this slot will also sometimes offer other tribute collectibles, but there's no evidence of that yet. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and may all your loots be leet.